What up, everybody? Hunger and Hungover here. Today is March 29th. It is also the 19th day in this month-long challenge where I review random shit and play Solitaire. So, historical fact for today, in 1966, Muhammad Ali beat George Chuvalo in the 15th round to get the heavyweight title, and famous birthdays, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. So, today, I'm going to be reviewing the second episode of the second series of the UK show, The Inbetweeners, and this is a great episode, so let's talk about it. So the episode begins and it's Valentine's Day, and Will joins Jay, Simon, and Neil as they sit around, and Jay recites all these filthy valentines that he apparently got.
Dear Jay, I've just baked you a finger pie. Why don't you come, spelled C-U-M, and taste it?
Oh, mate, that's so horny.
Will's already had enough of Jay's bullshit and school just started, so he decides to take a look.
Jay, you massive stud, please spaff on my tits from your Valentine's bitch. P.S. and on my face.
Due to some very basic deductive reasoning, Will points out that all the handwriting is the same, but of course Jay defends his lie and says the others are just jealous because they got none, but Simon apparently did.
Well, I actually did get a card, a proper one.
Total bollocks.
Yeah? What do you call this then?
Interesting.
Wow, who's that from?
Hannah Fields, in the year below.
And we'll get back to that later. But in the meantime, Mr. Gilbert walks into the room carrying everybody's work placement assignments because they're all supposed to go work in different places in town. And Will, of course, is upset because apparently he got placed at the wrong position.
It says here I'm going to work at a garage.
Yes?
Come on. Me? A garage? Does that seem likely?
What's your point, Mackenzie?
Will asks Mr. Gilbert if he can check if there's been a mistake, and lo and behold, apparently Neil got Will's journalism job.
What did you put down as your first choice, Sutherland?
Airplane driver.
And that is?
Someone who drives planes.
You mean a pilot?
Do I?
What was your second choice?
Working with cars.
Will asks Mr. Gilbert if he can fix his mistake, but of course...
I can't change the placements.
Can't or won't?
You pick. It's the same result.
Simon despises this whole work placement assignment, and Jay reassures him that the two of them are going to have a great time at his dad's job, and of course, Will calls out Jay on all of his bullshit.
Won't be shit at my dad's firm, Si. We'll have a right laugh. When I worked there last summer, I spent every day jumping JCBs over cement mixers.
Well, that's a lie.
And I got paid £1,000 at the end of the week.
Another lie!
But Jay's about to tell the truth for once, and we're also about to be introduced to another character that has a pretty big role in this episode at the end.
Well, I had a wank this morning thinking about your mum's tits. Is that a lie?
I hope so.
It's not.
Oh, good. Sorry, mate.
I ain't your fucking mate.
He's touchy.
Will bumps into Charlotte and wonders if she got his Valentine's gift, and this happens, surprisingly.
Did you get any flowers?
I think you know I did. I thought it was really sweet. And I was gonna say, if you're not doing anything, maybe we could hang out this Friday night?
She tells Will that she's going to be a bartender at this under-18 dance party, and she also makes it abundantly clear that this is not a date, but of course, Will, being socially retarded...
See you on Friday, then. It's a date.
No, it's not a date.
And he's about to further prove that hypothesis when he arrives at his work placement. This is the garage where Neil was supposed to be, and Will makes the greatest first impression you possibly could to a new employer.
Look, no offence, but I'm never going to work in a place like this.
Place like this?
You know, a place like this. Manual. Dirty.
It gets even worse.
Not stupid exactly, but not academic by a long chalk. It's not that I'm better than this, it's just that I'm much cleverer than you need to be to work here.
Meanwhile, Neil shows up to the newspaper for Will's journalism job, and of course, well, you know, as a journalist, he starts to ask the hard-hitting questions right away.
Do you have any questions you'd like to ask me about anything?
How long's my lunch hour?
An hour?
Also, Simon and Jay are having loads of fun working for Jay's dad, who happens to make another legendary appearance on this show.
Well, Jay, what you stopped for? This is meant to be work experience, not standing around being a useless twat experience. You don't need any experience of that. You're the expert.
After some more back and forths with Jay and his dad proves why he's the father of the year, Neil shows up to give Simon a warning.
Oi, Si, what's all this I hear about you having a fight with Danny Moore?
What? Who's Danny Moore?
He's been mouthing off about how he's going to do you in.
Who is he? I don't even know who he is.
It happened to be the person Simon bumped into earlier today, and Neil goes on to say that he's related to a super hard family, and Simon is pretty much fucked. So, later that day, after Will had a pint with his new co-workers, they decide it's time to humble him.
Come on, let's talk about this.
Please, my allergies!
I love this scene.
Was you expecting that, was you, Mastermind? See you tomorrow.
Will told his mom, and she goes down to the school with Neil's dad to talk to Mr. Gilbert, and his reaction is absolutely priceless. Later that day, at Will's house, he's sitting around with the boys, and he straight up lies to them that Charlotte asked him out on a date, probably to make up for his ego being absolutely destroyed earlier.
So when is it then?
What? The date? Friday night. What are we up to Friday night?
Same as every Friday night? Nothing?
So their idea is to go and watch Will fail with Charlotte again, and even though he pleads and begs them not to come because he straight up lied to them, they end up going to the dance. And it's pretty shit. They are the oldest ones there. And Simon happens to run into his Valentine from earlier.
So, did you get my Valentine's card then?
Oh, yeah. Great.
She ends up giving him alcohol, and the two of them go over to the wall to fool around, and Jay, Neil, and Will stand around watching. But that's interrupted when the kid that wants to kill Simon shows up.
Call me a short ass now! Yeah? Come on then, you fucking coward!
Security ends up breaking that up, and the boys go over to help Simon, and his only concern is where his Valentine went.
What happened to Hannah?
I think you blew it when you got knocked out by a 12-year-old.
I fucking slipped.
So the boys see that the kid goes to his family that's super hard, and they're a bunch older, so Will freaks out and tells them to go hide, and he's gonna go find Charlotte and see if she can help, but he ends up blowing his chances with her again.
You're a nasty little virgin.
So earlier at Will's work placement, he told his boss and the other guys there that he's not a virgin and he has had sex with Charlotte, who he mentioned was a porn star and all this. And one of the workers went there to verify, and of course Charlotte told the truth. So they called the boss and he spoke to her, and that's why that just happened. So Will runs into the bathroom, and Jay, Neil, and Simon are all in a stall, and his only option for getting them out of there was calling his mom. And everybody hears this announcement over the PA system.
This is an urgent message for William Mackenzie. Could William Mackenzie please make his way to the front entrance, as his mother is here to pick him and his friends up. That's William Mackenzie.
So that's pretty much the end of the episode. Season 2 is probably one of the best seasons. I love 3, but this one's super good. I told you, like, the show definitely levels up in this season. And next episode, Will's birthday, that's literally one of my favorite episodes, like in my top 3. So I'll be reviewing that. I'm going to win the Solitaire game pretty soon. And, yeah, other than that, it was a tough episode for the boys, especially Simon. But, yeah, stay safe out there. Peace. Subscribe.